Hey, this is Motell Granite the Great. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the hype in college football. Let's talk about it. Deion Sanders, Colorado Buffs, beating TCU. TCU 14th ranked, went to the national championship game last year. Deion comes in. The portal is used to a super advantage, which is the way it should be. He's not doing anything any different than anybody else has done, except he's fueling his whole process by talking about God as his primary motivation for what he's doing. I coach, so I realize what he has done is convinced his players, staff, his all-star staff, and these all-star players to believe. You say, well, what to believe in what? Believe in the vision, the goals that they have to be unequivocally the best college program in football today and possibly in history. Create a legacy, dominate, move on. I don't understand why people don't understand some of the formula, but they played an excellent game. Shout out to Travis Hunter, number 12, defensive back, wide receiver, played almost every down. They don't even have players that much anymore that go both ways. Primarily since Deion did it quite a bit when he was at Florida State. Shador Sanders, his son, is an excellent quarterback. 510 yards, I think, passing. He proved that he can transfer from the HBCU to this Division I level, play against the team that went to the national championship game last year and threw for 510 on them. He said out of his own mouth the difference between this level and the other level at the HBCU is he said the defensive backs, the skill players, are all skilled. They're all good. The difference is the pass rush seems to get off of blocks a little bit faster than what they did at HBCU. He said, other than that, for the most part, it ain't no different. It ain't no different. That kid was poised, poetic justice. What he did was remarkable. Those wide receivers, number 3, everybody else, amazing. The offensive line, everybody talked about the offensive line as an issue. Oh, Coach Sanders, all he got is DBs and wide receivers, skilled players, but no linemen. Well, that's not true. He got 2 6'8", 6'9" bookend tackles. They got a line. They D-line, they got size. Now, he will admit that they struggled a little bit, if we want to be critical, in the special teams department. But special teams is the number one unit on any team. It's not your offense, it's not your defense. It's special teams. Special teams can get you beat because special teams can give up a touchdown. Special teams can get your field goal blocked, and once you can't get the points, it just deflates everything. Special teams is number one. Coach Sanders knows that. All of the other people that coach at other universities, a lot of them hate Coach Sanders. A lot of them hate his staff. Now, I don't want to say they hate the players, but they might hate these particular players. Because this swagger, this confidence, you're not supposed to have it. You're not supposed to have it. It's almost illegal. I wouldn't be surprised if it wasn't outlawed in the next couple of years. We have never, and you can tell me when, we have never had a national champion be a black coach. If you know of one, send it to me. So every national championship game there's ever been has been a non-African American as the head coach. Can Deion be the first? Can Marcus Freeman at Notre Dame be the first? Swing thinks so too. Colorado Buffs, what they did was put a major impact on me. Now I know, man, no sense in being scared no more. Shador, the Bible talks about the children will lead. I heard that young man speaking and not being afraid of the next level and all this stuff that I'm afraid of as a grown man at 51. Brainwashed, depressed, thinking I can't make it. One of my high-powered profile players that is at the college level right now playing linebacker. I called him yesterday and gave him the video of them playing on ESPN. We talked, and he was mostly concerned about me, what I was doing, and for me to stick to the coaching. And, everybody knows that listens to me that my check engine light came on 3 miles into my trip. I traveled all the way down here, extremely focused from Ohio to Georgia to coach. So I'm a fish out of water right now because I'm not doing what I need to do. But watching the Colorado Buffs, what he told me, I got to finish this real quick. When we got ready to get off the phone, I was already feeling depressed and down because of my situation. And I'm trying to motivate him and pump him up. And he's just steady bringing it back and giving it to me. He said, Coach, don't ever give up. Don't you ever give up. And I felt myself being disciplined by this young man. And I'm saying, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Because he's right. And I'm going to tell you, I never told him, didn't tell too many people in my life. I've been ready to give up. Then here comes Coach Sanders riding in on a horse. Him, Shador Sanders, Travis Hunter, this whole Colorado squad. And I perked my head up out the grass like, wait a minute, I still can live. Now, this might cause a lot of people to hate that because it awakens the dead. I was dead almost. Depressed. Deion Sanders' win in his program has reinvigorated me. I'm excited about it. Now I want to make sure that they stay motivated enough, stay hyped to not have a letdown against Nebraska, the Cornhuskers. Now we know the coaches on these other teams are not cheering for him and they would not cheer for me. I don't know why it's like that. Some started calling it the R word. Some say it's the... Anyway, whatever it is. So Deion Sanders got a squad. He got real bullets in this gun. Real bullets. And they are a dangerous force. This week, they should be in the top 25. Once they make it to the top 25 and start knocking off the pegs, they got USC. All those games are not a threat anymore. Now they look like the most dangerous dog off the leash. The most dangerous dog with rabies. The most dangerous dog with a foam coming out of their mouth, infested with the idea of winning. He has pumped into them the idea of belief. And guess what? I ended up getting mouth-to-mouth resuscitation from the outside. That wasn't even a part of the plan, but damn it, I got some of that air and things myself. So I'm reinvigorated now. Now I'm excited. I'm about to get ready to go and work on some lists to try and create the offensive lines for next season. Let's go.